Hey guys, what is up? It is Zima here, coming at you with another Halo Reach commentary. But this time I'm playing on Boardwalk, also playing on multi-team. But the first thing I want to address is the fact that I did get a new microphone. So hopefully you guys will be able to hear me a little better than my old one. And if you can't hear me better than my old one, then I guess I just wasted a crap load of money. But anyway, this is the best way to start off a commentary right here. You get Here's what you get. You get the overkill. Now that you got the overkill, everyone thinks that you're amazing at the game, and they're going to stay for the commentary longer than they normally would because they think that the player is amazing, which is myself. And I am pretty amazing, I have to say, but that just proves it right there. But anyway, as you guys already said, this is the old multi-team playlist. This gameplay is pretty old. For those of you who are new to Halo Reach, don't know what the old multi-team playlist is. The old multi-team playlist is 6 teams of 2, as you just saw. Now, the new multi-team playlist, if you have played it, is 4 teams of 3. Now, 4 teams of 3 works, it's still pretty fun, but personally, I prefer the 6 teams of 2. Now, the reason this is because I just find it more fun, because there is more players to shoot at, there's more enemies to have fun with, and it's a lot more hectic. And it's a lot more hectic in the game types such as like King of the Hill and especially Elite Slayer. Elite Slayer is especially hectic, and I just really love really hectic games, and that's just really a fun time for me. And that's really why I just prefer the old one, even though you do die a lot more in the 16s to 2. Now, the people I've talked to about this, most of them prefer the old multi-team playlist. So I want to hear what you guys think. What do you think about the old multi-team playlist? And what do you think about it compared to the new one, as this guy just gets completely owned by my roll backwards? Now, I think that a lot of you guys have the same feelings as me, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. What do you guys have to say about this new playlist? Now, anyways, on to another main point of the commentary is, a lot of the kills I get in this, and especially in Elite Slayer, and it is in other game types, but especially in Elite Slayer, you get a lot of this kill stealing. Now, the majority of my kills, I would say over half of the kills I get in this commentary are kind of stolen from other people. But stealing is such a negative word. It has such a negative connotation to it. So I like to call it kill borrowing. Now, kill borrowing is like you're helping the guy out. I mean, like you're helping him get the kill, and then you're just cleaning it up for him so he doesn't have to waste that one more shot. Now, basically, and kill borrowing also works because when when you steal someone's kill, when you borrow someone's kill, so to speak, they're probably just going to borrow another one of your kills right down the road in about a couple minutes or so. So you're basically just borrowing, you're taking a loan out of their kill bank, and then you're going to pay it back by the end of the game. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Sazima, what happens to those kills that you don't pay back by the end of the game? And I would have to say, well, then those debts are kind of lost forever in the void of time, and you're never gonna get those kills back. So, sorry, that might be a crime, but I'm sure you guys will be able to deal with it. Now, another kill borrowing scenario rather. If someone else dies and they leave their person that they were shooting at one shot, I'm nice enough to shoot that person and give them the assist. Now that's pretty nice because it gives them the assist, and it does give them credits because they get an assist, and it gets them closer to that commendation, that Onyx commendation. So really, I'm doing them a good favor. I'm being a good Samaritan by helping them out there, by giving them the assist there. So that's another thing. And everyone borrows kills. You borrow my kills, I borrow your kills. If you ever play with me, I'll borrow your kills like there's no tomorrow. And don't complain about it. I mean, I borrow your kills, you borrow my kills. It's just the cycle of Halo. We all borrow each other's kills. We all just give each other hands sometimes. And I have to say, don't hate it. Don't hate on the kill borrowing, because everyone does it and everyone experiences it. Now, me personally, I have a massive amount of kill back loans. I owe people so many kills that it's ridiculous. But like I said earlier, I never have to pay any of those back, which is a great thing. And I really appreciate any of you guys who ever let me borrow their kills. Now, another big thing I want to talk about in this commentary is the fact that I do die a lot. And why do I die a lot? It's because this is an old gameplay. And in my old playstyle, this is an example of my old playstyle. In my old playstyle, I was extremely aggressive. Like, I would just go out there, get a couple kills and then die right away. That would be an example of my old playstyle. Now, in the past few months, I have changed my playstyle quite a bit. But for those of you who are saying you can't really change your playstyle and that you kind of like get into it and it's a really bad habit and you really want to try to get out of your playstyle, it does take a while to reform your playstyle into what you want it to be. Now, what my old playstyle was, I just explained to you, and what I wanted it to be, I wanted it to be less deaths but the same amount of kills. And now I have been getting closer to this and it is harder, but basically what I did was I just started being more conservative. I would still be aggressive. I'd like to classify myself as an aggressive player still, but I was a lot more conservative than I was, and that really has paid off for me. I really do get a lot more kills. And I mean, I don't get a lot more kills. I do get the same amount of kills, but I do have a lot less deaths, which is a good thing. So you guys really have to know when to stay back and when to rush, and that's really the secret to the best playstyle. That's the playstyle that works for me. There are a ton of different playstyles. Like, you have the normal, you have the objective role, you have the Slayer role, you have the support role. Now, I like to think of myself as a Slayer, and I also play objective in the objective game type, so that's my role. And there are many different roles you can step into, but I'm an aggressive player, and I play a little bit conservative when I have to. So, you guys really have to find your own. You guys really have to find your own play style, and my play style, I just explained it to you, is really what works for me. So you really have to experiment with the different play styles. You want to try support. You want to try being really aggressive, really conservative, and then maybe try this conservative aggressive mix, which really does seem to work for a lot of the majority of the community. I would say tries to work with this aggressive conservative mix, and it really does end up being a pretty good. Now, in this commentary, I think I get like 31 kills, and that's because this is the Elite Slayer. And in Elite Slayer, like I said earlier, it is crazy. It's totally hectic. After Bungie fixed it from the armor lock sticking, for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically a person would just stick you and then go into armor lock. And that was really bad. That was why a lot of people hated Elite Slayer. And once they fixed that, I feel like Elite Slayer really opened up, made a lot better of a game, and really it just basically rounded off the game type nicely, I'd have to say, when they only gave one sticky grenade, and they gave the one sticky grenade, and basically that kind of fixed the problem when they took out the armor lock, which is another good thing. And most of the people still use roll, which is a really good thing. It also picks up the pace of the game, which is the reason I like Elite Slayer so much. I love Elite Slayer. It is one of my favorite game types, definitely, in this game. I know in my last commentary I said that in Halo 3, the elites look like complete idiots. They look like oafs, and anyone who plays as an elite just looks stupid, even if they're the best player in the game. But that's Halo 3. This is Halo Reach. In Halo Reach, I'm willing to submit and say that the elites in Halo 3 are very intimidating, and they look very strong, and they do not look like their counterpart wimps in Halo 3. Now, I think that the elites must have devolved or something to Halo 3, but I'll leave that to you guys to speculate on. As this gameplay commentary comes to a close, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and please comment, please like the video if you did enjoy it, and thank you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.